Welcome to another edition of Mr. Basile Explains Romeo and Juliet. Let's see how quickly I can sum up the argument that Capulet has with Juliet in Act 3, Scene 5. We'll start with line 154. You might want to pause the video because I'm not going to wait for you to turn to the page. Here we go. How, chopped logic, what is this? Proud, and I thank you not, and yet not proud? Mistress Minion, you, thank me no thankings, and nor proud me no prouds. But fettle your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither. Out, you green sickness carrion, out, you baggage, you tallow face. Now, if this were my daughter, obviously these are the words I would use to rage at her. Oh, wait, no, I wouldn't. That's terrible. But he's so furious because he's worked so hard and so carefully to get this very fine-looking man, very well-respected man, and not just any man, but a rich relative of the prince. So he's got everything somebody could possibly desire in a mate, and yet Juliet doesn't really want it. Well, obviously she doesn't want it. She's already married, but he doesn't know that. Nobody else knows that but the nurse and Juliet and the friar and Romeo and a servant here or there, but whatever, they don't count. So when we look at why he's so angry, it kind of makes sense because he has worked awfully hard at this, and his daughter should do what he says. That's the way people are during the time period. So he's absolutely furious. And then she goes on to say, Lady Capulet's like, well, why are you so mad? And Juliet's like, God, Father, I beseech you, I'm begging you. And he's like, hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to church a Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. Right? So he is saying, you're going to do this or else. And then he goes on further to say, you do it or I'm disowning you. So he's laid down the law. He's put it down. She has to marry him or be disowned. So now she's in a terrible position because she's already married. She can't very well marry somebody else. This is, the ultimate kind of pinnacle of suspense for her. She's got to make a serious decision here because all is lost. And hence she goes to listens to the nurse at the end of the scene. The nurse gives her some advice. Juliet decides, I'm not going with the nurse anymore. She goes to Friar Lawrence for help. And we'll tackle that in our next edition. Enjoy.